It's been demonetized, so they don't even allow me to make money off my shit.
Wow.
Cause I guess it was like smoking stuff, illegal, harmful.
You gotta black that shit out. Everybody smoke on podcasts.
Bro, it's
you
just...
can't put the bleep on it?
Or blur it out or
it's
something.
Else, bro.
So much shit.
Somebody
like,
baller
you
black
get a lawyer on that shit or something like to really do your it's ways you can go around all that shit.
It's
like real YouTubers, they have lawyers to deal
no,
with
yeah, definitely. And it's like, I have a theory that they just made this play to save money, because basically they took away the monetization and then they said, yo, you can reapply, but you got to delete whatever the fuck it is. They don't tell you specifically what to delete. They're just like,
so stupid.
Yeah, super broad. And then
I heard they've been light on it now. Lighter.
Well, for the cursing and stuff, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I've just had to delete a lot of content recently, and I'm still demonetized. And I reapplied. They denied it again. So then I just recently deleted more content, changed thumbnails, because this podcast is called Free Smoke. So I'm just like, am I fucked? That is called Free Smoke, And my channel has been based around smoking weed and doing all that, like. But now I've transitioned. That was before, even before the no jumper stuff. Yeah, that's why I'm just like, it just sucks because I got all this momentum, but then it's like, I'm not even getting paid.
Tell me about it. I don't even know how to run ads on my videos because they keep declining my shit.
Really?
I just read ads on my last ones though, but
I had that problem too in my last video.
Like, nigga,
I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, I did a clean version.
My whole last 3 albums, I ain't get to run no ads. That's all I was trying to do was run ads. That shit important.
Facts, man. Well, shit, let's get into the pod. This is Free Smoke. Sitting here with Daboi.
My nigga.
I'm so hyped about this one, dog. I'm a big fan. Man. Like, this is a big one for me, for real.
My nigga, appreciate you for having that nigga,
like,
man.
When I tell you, bro, your guys' music for when I was what, 21, turning 21. In SAC.
How old are you?
I'm 28. So, like, around the 2015, 2017, 2018, that era, you guys had shit on lock, like,
mama's
lit. I'm telling you, bro, like that.
Lockdown too.
Like, how people, or let me say this. I heard this quote where they were just talking about, like, music is mad nostalgic and it takes you to a place. Like, when I listen to your guys' shit, it takes me to that place, like that magical era of just being 21, just getting faded, just acting reckless.
Mamas, I ain't gonna lie, me too. Like, sometimes that shit'll come on in my car. I get to smiling and shit. Like, you feel me? I be feeling that shit on my mama. It's crazy what music do for a nigga though. Even like music that I was listening to when I was young, like that shit still give me the same feeling on mamas. So when I listen to my own shit though, like the shit that went crazy, I still get goosebumps. I still get the chills and shit sometimes. Like, ooh, I still remember spitting them verses. Like, I didn't know where I didn't spit every verse at. Like,
damn, that's fire. Yeah, I just remember watching those music videos with the pop, with the champagne pop.
Which one?
I think his name was Exaltus or whatever. The dude who was shooting all the videos in the beginning.
Yep.
Like, for me, bro.
Shout out Exaltus, man. I ain't heard from my nigga in a minute. He was the GOAT when he came out, though. Everybody was fucking with bro.
I was watching your guys' shit, and you guys influenced me to start shooting music videos. Like, for real. I was just like, man, this lights, the fog in the garage, this shit's, the colors are crazy right now. This shit is nuts.
Nigga. We still got to shoot some shit, man.
For sure.
You don't even know you shot that Make a Movie with me and Coney.
Yeah, man, that was a big one for me, too.
When I seen that shit, I was like, oh, bro, raw for real. Like, we got to get that in. We just ain't never got it in, though. We still in motion, though.
Facts, man.
We got to get it in this year for sure.
Facts. Well, shit, I just kind of want to start in the beginning. What was it like when you were first dropping the music?
You said what it was like?
Yeah.
Shit, really life-changing for real. I ain't gonna lie, when I dropped my first song, it was just an audio, just on some playing around shit. I went to the sports center. This used to be this little place in Merritt Island, like a little island, like you could down there say it's Bel-Air, but it ain't. There's a little place called Merritt Island. We used to hoop there. That shit called Sports Center. I go there one day. Motherfuckers coming up to me. They like, hey, gang, like, you gotta keep dropping, nigga. That shit go crazy. Like, ooh, like it's motherfuckers. It's a lot of motherfuckers I knew telling me, But it was motherfuckers that, you feel me, I ain't really, like, you know, you don't know a nigga, you know of a nigga know of you type shit, you feel me? Once motherfuckers start coming up to me that I ain't even really know, I had no connection with, that's when I started knowing that shit was serious. I'm like, shit, I'm finna just keep doing this shit then. We just kept dropping it.
And that was just off a song from SoundCloud? Or
it wasn't even on SoundCloud, that shit was just on YouTube.
You
know, mama, that shit called 100 Bars though.
100 bars?
100 Bars. I ain't give him 100 bars. I just named it 100 bars, and all them bars was 100 on my mama.
No, I feel it. So that was your first song, 100 bars.
Yeah.
And then how long does it take you to get to like Calvin Cambridge? Like, what's the timeline between that?
Shit, a couple months for real.
Couple
months for real. Like, niggas done made all the shit, all the real SOB shit that just went crazy. Like, all that shit was like within the same year. Like, really the same season type shit, like no longer than a 6-month time span type shit. Like we used to just we'll be chilling on the block, you feel me? Then when it's time to go in the house, niggas will go to the studio. T.O. at the studio at his house, just go straight to bro house, be in there till like 4 o'clock in the morning, wake up, do that shit again, thug it all day, go to the studio, just repeat. We just had hella shit, but we listening to the shit, we thinking this shit raw as fuck, but we not knowing that the world thinking that shit, the world looking at it like how we looking at it, like, you know how motherfuckers think. Everybody think, ain't no rapper that's gonna rap and don't think they music raw, you feel me? Everybody that rap think they shit raw. We thought, I ain't gonna lie, we thought that shit was raw like any other nigga.
Yeah.
But once we seen the world was fucking with it like how we would, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it was too much to take in at the time. Like, niggas was young. Like, it was really unbelievable on my mama.
No,
this shit's still unbelievable. Like, a nigga grew a fan base and shit with this shit. Like, got real loyal fans. Like, I see a motherfucker out. Motherfucker, bro, I've been listening to you since whoop, whoop, whoop. I get that all the time. Like, that shit a blessing on my mama. Like, I got motherfuckers that done grew with me, you feel me, that done just found out about a nigga, like all type of shit. I got all type of different fans, diehards, new fans, all that shit just, it's a blessing.
No, I mean, it's been really dope to witness, and it's motivating just to see how you're able to maintain this longevity and maintain the name and just the music.
You know, these niggas they come out, one hit, it be over with. Like, it's like having a hit, that's cool. It's a lot of niggas that don't got no hit that got motion, but like it's hard to grow a fan base for, like, to have a fan base. That shit just mean everything to me. Like,
I mean, even just like going back to the garage days you talk about, like, what was the atmosphere like?
The atmosphere,
like in the garage,
like what it looked like. It's regular garage, like, you know how garages look like. On some hood shit, just hella shit, going tools on that bitch, like shit that don't need to be in there, shit that should have been thrown away years ago, all in that bitch.
Just getting how you can get it how you can.
It's just, I ain't gonna downplay bro shit like it was just, you feel me, hella dirty or whatnot. It's just regular garage though. Like, we used to record in this, like, this little wood box that his uncle made, just a regular wood box that we used to step in. We used to, like, put a cover up over that bitch to cover it like we in a real studio booth. Mic in that bitch, all type of shit. That's how that shit looked though. The desk, laptop right there, T.O. used to be recording. When I first started going to real studios, once we started getting management and shit, every time I used to record, I used to have that nigga T.O. come in the studio with me and tell me, like, this shit sound cool, woo, woo, woo. Cause I was used to being in a garage, and that nigga, we ain't really had no real booth, so he could really hear the raw and uncut me, you feel me? So every time I was in the studio, a real one, once that shit, like the fame shit started kicking in, I used to always have that nigga in the studio with me. He'll be like, nah, do that over. He'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool, you feel me? Cause I trusted that nigga word, cause he was doing this shit for years. Like, we just start doing this shit out of nowhere for some, just start doing this shit out of nowhere for fun. Like, niggas ain't wanted to be no rappers for real, so niggas really just, I trusted that nigga word with that shit for real. Cause that nigga, he been doing that shit for years.
And how old were you at the time?
Like, I was probably 18 or 19, just turned 19.
And what was like the first hit you guys could claim was the one that kind of went crazy? Because I noticed
you talking about like on to the world or like to like the community or like
just Northern California, yeah. Because I noticed you guys dropped, what was it? It was an SOB RBE song, and then a month later you dropped Calvin Cambridge on some like SOB RBE Daboi shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like which one?
I ain't gonna lie, we had a song that came out called Cautious. It was just T.O. and Slimmy. That shit had all the high schools jumping. And then we after that, I did a solo, Can't Tame Us. That bitch had the whole V jumping, going crazy. All the high schools, all that shit. After that, I think we released some shit called Game Over. It was 3 of us on that bitch, me, T.O. and Slim. As soon as the summer started, that shit had the summer turned up on my mama. And then after that, I'm trying to think. After that, it was that summer.
And you guys had the group formed by then already?
I think after that, what really started going crazy, it was different.
Okay.
Yeah, like I used to have all my female partners, they used to call me. I got a sis named Destiny. She used to call me like, they say you acting different, how you acting now? You don't know me no more. Like I used to get all them type of calls. Like when I started getting them calls, that's when I started knowing shit was serious. I was like, damn, like you know, like anybody could rap. Like that don't mean everybody in tune to your shit though. Like everybody that I knew was in tune to my shit, like on a different level. That's when I started knowing, like, I ain't gonna lie, niggas then they got a chance at this shit. We just kept that shit pushing for real. It just ain't never looked back. Oh, mamas.
Yeah, could you say it went like 0 to 100 real quick?
Yeah, 0 to 100 too quick. Like, mamas, like we ain't even know if we wanted to be rappers while we was rappers. You feel me? Like that shit just took off. Like we was just having fun with that shit. Like we never even thought that far that being rappers and shit. You feel me? That shit was just handed to us. Like it's like it was meant for niggas type shit. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I definitely feel it. So where does the decision come from to do a solo shit like Calvin Cambridge so early on? Like did that happen organically, or were you just still kind of trying to do your own thing too while still being with the group?
That shit happened organically because T.O. and Slim, like they was really more versatile. Like them niggas, like the type of music niggas was listening to at the time, they could hop on them type of beats. They could hop on anything. Slim could sing rap, T.O. could sing rap, feel me, rap slow, fast, however they want to play it. Like at the time I could only rap a certain way. Like I only knew how to rap on old school beats. Like them niggas, they'll get on my type of time. Like sometimes, you feel me, just on some bro shit. Like nigga, you want us hop on? We gonna hop on. We all on this bitch. But that was like at the time, that was the only type of shit I could hop on. So when I got the beat, I met this producer from YouTube named Parts Unknown. He did my Can't Tame Us beat. After he did that, I used to just tell bro, like I used to send him songs and be like, I needed this type beat. And he used to be on point every time. Like it's like that nigga used to be in my head, like exactly how I vision, how I want to be. He'll send me some shit exactly like that every time. He sent me that Calvin Cambridge. I remember when he sent it to me, that shit gave me the goosebumps. Like, as soon as he sent that shit to me, like, we was outside posted at my partner Tone house in the north. And as soon as he sent me that shit, I just wanted to go home and write. I was like, bro, take me home. Like, well, it was getting dark anyway. Like, like, when I used to hear beats, like, sometimes, still to this day, like, if a beat slap and if I really feel that shit, like I feel that shit in my soul, like my heart start pumping hella fast, I start getting goosebumps, you feel me? Like my body will fuck around, start shaking. I mean, I want to get in the studio like right now.
Yeah, really? So you feel it like in your body?
Yeah, on my mama. So when I heard that shit, I felt that shit in my body. I went straight to my partner house, K-Rod. And that nigga, his house used to be the kicking spot. He used to have one of the only houses. He got his bed, then it's a bed right here, you feel me? He got a bed under the bed, pull a mattress out, niggas sleep on the floor, niggas a guest room upstairs, you feel me? Niggas used to be thugging in that bitch every day.
Wow.
But went straight to that nigga K-Rod house. Listening to the beat in my earphones, and I remember I wrote the song in like probably like 10-15 minutes because I felt it so much. Whoop. And I'm just, every bar I'm writing, I'm like, whoo, K-Rod, he's sitting there playing the game. He's sitting there laughing at me. He like, what you over there writing? Woo. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Once I picked up the pad, I ain't gonna lie, my pen never stopped writing. Like, I just felt that shit. But after I was done, I ended up rapping that shit to him. He was like, that's him. You gotta go spit that. I probably went to go spit that shit like the next day. When I went to go spit that shit, it was really just a freestyle. I ain't had no hook. That nigga, T.O., he used to just let me do my thing. Woo. So I'm in there spitting my verse. But in the middle, when I said gangin', bitch, I be gangin', chopper start, you feel me? After I said that shit, I just kept going. That nigga stopped. I'm like, what you doing? He like, bruh. He's like, before you do anything, nigga, this gotta be the hook. I'm like, at the time, I ain't do hooks. I ain't even know how to make hooks. I ain't even give a fuck about hooks. I was a no hook type of nigga. I was like, man, nigga, this ain't no fucking hook. This a freestyle. I'm like, watch when I'm done with this, nigga. This gonna be watch, nigga. And then after I was done, we listened to the freestyle, and I was like, nigga, that's him. Keep it like that. He was like, bruh, just listen, trust me, woo. I'm like, I get that shit a chance. Woo. I'm like, all right. I'm like, do what you say, what you finna do. You feel me? He put that bitch at the end and repeated that bitch. After we listened to it with the hook, I ain't gonna lie, it sounded different. Like, It was a whole different song. We just looking at each other, smiling and shit. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, you know something, nigga. This how we gonna rock with it for sure. We just kept playing that shit.
Wow, that's
back
fire.
to back. I remember he down there called his uncle in. He used to he got an uncle named Gerard. He used to call that nigga in when we felt like we made a banger and try to get his approval. You feel me? He was a good, like he critiqued us. You feel me? Every time.
He let you know if your shit's not hot.
He listened to it, he's like, yeah, it's cool. It's hard. But it's like he never was on some like, ooh, it's the one. Like, ooh. So he never know like when he was serious. Like, bro, is this hard or what? Well, like, you know, he like, yeah, it's cool. Woo. But if something was weak though, he'd be like, I don't like it. But for him to say something was cool, like, yeah, this shit cool.
He's never really hyping the shit, but he's gonna let you know, yeah, it's cool.
But his cool, it doesn't mean like it's hard than a bitch for real. So you feel me? When bro said that, I knew
it was off to the races.
You know,
because I mean, just me as a video director, bro, that video just sits in my like memory so vivid of you just sitting on the basketball court on the hoop and shit. You got the buffs on.
I was like the first nigga to do that. I probably wasn't the first nigga. I was the first nigga to do that shit right. I don't know who did that shit before me, but shit, if a nigga did, nigga ain't do it like me. On my mama, no disrespect to anybody, but shit, I really made that shit viral. Like, when you think of Calvin Cambridge, you think of a black nigga with a fro sitting on the hoop,
sitting in there wilding out with hella bread.
That shit was so high on my mama. Like,
how'd you get up there?
It was like it was a gate behind this. It was a gate behind the basketball court, so I had to climb up the gate. And then, cause you know, a nigga ain't got that much bounce, so a nigga had to climb up the gate, and then a nigga had to like get on the pole, climb on the pole, then get to the front, grab the net, then you feel me, all type of shit.
Do hella shit.
All type of shit. That shit was worth it though.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie, I remember when I came off that bitch, I feel that nigga that nigga Slim said he was gonna catch me. He ain't catch me though. He play hella much. On my mama.
Damn,
he was like, bro, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna catch you. He ain't really catch me, but he ain't let me fall either though. Like, he just stood there, so if I was to fall forward, like, you feel me, I at least fall on him, you feel me? He didn't catch a nigga though.
I was always wondering, I'm like, maybe they took a ladder, maybe he got boosted up, maybe he climbed up there himself.
I was on some monkey shit.
And then how many takes are you guys doing up there? You're sitting up there.
Probably like either 1 or 2 for real. Be gigs, he a 1 or 2 take type nigga, you feel me? Get that bitch done. I want to shoot a video with him right now. I ain't shot one with him in years.
No, that'd be sick.
I started with that nigga like, we gotta finish off with something nice on my mama.
Yeah, because also during that time, music videos were transitioning, and like a lot of the running guns were able to be really high quality, or you know, they were getting there. Yeah. Like, it wasn't just like some
at
blurry
that time,
ass
like,
shit.
When we came out, our shit was just,
it was crispy. It was high
crispy,
quality,
clear. Like, you feel me? All natural, no extra prop shit, no none of that. when motherfuckers start coming out with the fast pace shit, you feel me? That was a wave for a minute. That was a wave for probably like 2 years.
It's still a wave. People are still trying to do that
It's
shit.
still a year. They trying to bring it back. But I remember when that shit first came out, we thought that shit was the rawest shit ever.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure you observe like music video trends, effects, and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like right now, a lot of people love doing the film look and then the paper rip shit. You know, the stop and then they draw on it.
I feel like Susie started that shit.
For sure. Well, also, there's this dude named Lone Wolf, who I could credit to him doing that first, like the paper rip shit.
Where
But
he's from?
I don't know. I think he's from LA, but he was one of the first doing that type of style. Susie definitely does his thing. Don't get me wrong, and he was one of the first.
Solidified it in the Bay, like you know.
Yeah,
how that
as a
shit
northern,
be,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you feel me. At the end of the day, I am in my bubble, like you feel me. I know what I see, like you feel me. I don't know what. I know a little bit what going on in LA, but that's not my bubble. I don't know too much of what going on, so you're down there know better than me.
Yeah, and as long as I feel like especially in the music video game, people steal ideas all the time.
Yeah,
you know.
Promise.
But it's just like making it yours, and I feel like Susie does a good job of that.
Yeah, for sure.
And he did a pack with Cinepack. Shout out Tyler Casey.
Oh yeah, cut Tyler Casey, that's my nigga. We shot some classics with that nigga.
I remember watching it, being like,
he was like the first cameraman we was giving budgets and shit. You feel me?
Have you been to his new studio out here?
Yep. That's why I shot Kickdo there.
Okay.
Piece.
Oh, was it the plant one, like the overgrown plant house?
Nah, it was that's his shit.
Yeah.
The plant house.
Yeah, because I remember I pulled up on a music video. It was Mikey Rare was shooting it, but it was at Tyler Casey's spot. It was like the house with all the greenery inside. I think you guys just shot some outside
yeah,
too.
with all the greenery inside
yeah.
that shit. Yeah, on Mama's. Yep, that's the one. Yep, that's Kickdo.
But now also he's just grinding, doing crazy shit. He's got a big ass compound.
He don't even gotta shoot videos no more, cause you feel me. Like that's what I'm trying to do with this rap shit. You feel me? I'ma go crazy. You feel me? I'ma get them people my all. You feel me? Keep this shit lit. And then once I turn a certain age, you feel me, I'm gonna start investing in this shit. You feel me? I'm gonna just lay back, you feel me? Live off catalog and my businesses and shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't wanna be one of them niggas in my 30s rapping, like early 30s, that's cool. Like it be niggas that they're finna hit 40 still rapping. In they 40s and shit rapping. Like I ain't gonna take it there. Like I'm probably like I'm gonna be one of them OG niggas that, you feel me, like I'm a legend. Like when a young nigga going crazy, he wanna, you feel me, verse from OG, you feel me, I couldn't give a nigga that. 40, 50 years old, it don't matter. But other than that, like I probably ain't gonna drop like no albums, no solo albums at that age, hell nah.
Cause it's kind of different when you make it feel like a job, right?
Hell yeah. It used to feel like a job, like
when?
Shit, like soon as the fame kicked in for real, like we start going to real studios and shit, like you feel me, like I got away from my mojo, you feel me, but that shit don't feel like no job now. Like a nigga got remotivated, like ever since like nigga had to start taking his solo shit more serious. Like I seen a light at the end of the tunnel, you feel me, like I'm having fun with this shit, gang. Like I remember they used to try to book me solo shows. I used to be like, nah, gang, like I can't come with my niggas, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, nah, it's dumb. Like, cause really, like I used to have my niggas talking, entertain the crowd control. You feel me? I just rap. You feel me? I really ain't even really want to do this shit, but I'm doing this shit though. I ain't gonna stop. You feel me? I'm at least keep doing this shit until I at least know what I want to do. Then one day I woke up like, okay, it's really what I want to do. I'm on some solo shit though, like you could, like you could ask the promoters, like you feel me, my fans, like I really fuck with my fans. Like, I get down, I take pictures with all my fans. I'm entertaining the crowd, like you feel me. I stop and talk during every song, like you feel me, ask them questions, all type of shit. Like nigga really learn to fuck with the people, like instead of you know how that shit be, like it's really scary being on stage. Like that shit give a nigga anxiety.
For
like
sure.
You feel me? Like you can't just be on stage and just drop song. Like nigga, these people came to see you, talk to them. You feel me? I had to learn that shit and got over that little anxiety. You feel me? I just start fucking with my people mode. I ain't gonna lie, that shit fun to me. Like I used to be nervous before I got on stage. Like now I love that shit. Like that shit fun to me. Like I didn't be mad when I'm getting off that bitch. I'll be ready to perform some more shit, but
No, that's actually really dope. And I wanted to ask you about that shit just because I feel like you represent a lot of growth and just perseverance in the game. Because I remember those first interviews, like, you weren't much of a talker.
yeah, mamas. Cause I'm telling you, like, the rap shit just got thrown at a nigga. Like, I ain't gonna say it got thrown at a nigga, cause a nigga did. It ain't like I didn't start going to the studio and shooting videos of my niggas, but when niggas really just doing that shit on some young nigga shit, just having fun. So when all this serious shit start kicking in, nigga wasn't prepared, cause it's like I ain't make the choice in my life yet to where I said this is what I want to do, this is what I want to be. Like, you feel me? But that shit really just started kicking in, and a nigga just really wasn't prepared for a lot of shit. Like, a nigga mindset wasn't on no rap shit. Like, a nigga used to be in interviews. Like, I used to treat interviewers like the police. Like, I remember, man, we got one interviewer. We got an interview we did with Hit Boy. That motherfucker was so damn bad. That motherfucker didn't even come out.
Damn.
I mean, not what's his name? Hit Boy. It ain't Hit Boy. What's brother name in New York?
No, in New York.
New York. He bald. Goat though, like
Ebro?
OG. No, he black.
He's black and bald.
Going
I gotta
crazy
look up.
though. I forgot what's his name.
I mean, maybe
It's something boy.
boy. I'm not even too
think
sure.
it's something
I gotta
boy.
do some research.
Man, I forgot. Like I don't really watch. I just really started watching interviews and shit. Like, as I got older, but I forgot bruh's name. But like, he got the podcast in New York though. Like, he like one of the main niggas out there. Like, he a boy solidified. Like, we probably gonna talk about it
Matt
later.
Hoffa? It's not Matt Hoffa, right?
Nah,
Okay.
bruh. I ain't gonna lie. We finna look
Yeah,
this
we
shit
gotta
up
look it
right
up.
now, bruh.
Um,
Shout out, bro, too, bro. I was young, my nigga. Like,
see, so that's what I'm curious
Yeah.
about. Like, did someone break it down to you, or like, how did you realize? How do you realize, like, hey, man, I was doing this wrong. I gotta do
I
this
just had
shit
to
a
grow
different
up,
way.
man. It took me years to grow up. Like,
Now,
what the fuck is bro name? Is it Big Boy?
he's in L.A. I think. Big Boy
Let
on
me
the
see.
radio. He's bald. He used to be super fat.
Bro right here. Yep, Big Boy TV. Bro right here.
Big Boy TV. Oh yeah, Big Boy.
He in LA?
Yeah, he's in L.A.
I think he had a podcast in LA. I mean, New York at the time or something, where we did that bitch. Man, I was just treating, I ain't gonna lie, I was treating him like the police. I used to treat all interviewers like that though. T.O., you feel me? He used to do all the talking, like, you feel me? Cause bro knew, like, I don't do no talking to the people, like, you feel me? I incriminate myself, you feel me? Like, we was really outside at the time, you feel me? Like, all type of shit going on, so I just didn't, I don't know why. That was just my mindset, like, it was regular street shit. Like, I just thought all interviewers was the police. He just asking questions and shit. I just, from every, he'll say something, I'll be like, man, what's understood ain't gotta be explained. You feel? I said that hella times. I remember every time I was saying that shit, like Slim, I don't remember if G was there though, but Slim, I remember Slim and T.O. I just remember them niggas, like, you feel me, like cracking up a little under their breath, like type shit, like, you feel me? But I was just too young to understand. Like I said, shit just happened too fast. Like, I ain't had nobody sit me down and, you feel me, how to tell me about the business side, how I gotta dress myself, how I gotta carry myself when I enter certain rooms. No, none of that. Like, you feel me? I just had to grow up, you feel me, go through shit, you feel me, knock myself on the head a couple times, you feel me, and just grow and learn.
Do you feel like you grew up the most by going solo?
Yep.
Because, I mean, we were talking about it earlier before we started. Like, I believe timing is everything in life, and just having you, because we've been trying to line this up for a minute.
Yeah,
Having you come sit down right now with me right now, with everything going on in my life, how just, you know, No Jumper's kind of in shambles, shit's breaking up, like falling apart right in front of your eyes. Like, this shit has just left me mad anxious and just kind of sad and disappointed and just like,
yeah, man, you gotta keep this shit going, man. You never know though, like we still gonna root for them boys. I fuck with my nigga Adam, man. I hope that nigga keep going crazy and shit. Shout out, you feel me, all them. Shout out all my other boys too, AD, Pun, T-Rail, I ain't met T-Rail, but you feel me? Shout out the whole Cud community, you feel me? I fuck with Pun Heavy, that's really my OG. Y'all fuck with Adam, you feel me? He interviewed me before too. He ain't have to do that. I fuck with Adam too.
Yeah.
You feel me? I hope everybody, you feel me? They go crazy in their own lane. I hope don't nothing break down for real. And shit, even if you feel me, No Jumper still going crazy. I hope your shit can still go crazy too. You feel me? You ain't in your own lane for nothing. Like
Definitely.
even if the boat end up, you feel me, crashing or drowning up over there, you feel me? You still got this. You feel me? You just gotta keep going crazy, my nigga. Just keep getting your free game and shit, you feel me? Learning and growing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in a space right now where it's like a very transformative or whatever. Like I got a lot of room to grow, but also it just sucks having spent so much time building this stuff up with, you know, people I fuck with and, you know, building this shit out. So like on the positive side, it leaves me room to, you know, be able to help do my own shit, but then just seeing it just fall through people's fingers, like, because when you fuck with your homies like that, it sucks trying to work with other people, you know, and just having business fuck up. Like that's why I feel like you could relate, because you've been through the same shit on a way bigger scale. Like I'm still behind the scenes.
I ain't gonna lie, I really don't even know what happened up over there before. I just see that.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Ugly,
yeah,
like,
it's a long story.
Yeah, I see all my niggas up on one side, you feel me, and everybody else up on the other side, you feel me. I don't even know. I ain't even looked into it yet.
But one thing this is bringing is like growth.
Yeah.
You know, which is important.
Yeah, it's just to simplify all this shit. Shit either gonna make you or it's gonna break you. You know, mamas.
No, yeah, that's real.
You either gonna or you gonna
And I realized too that like the momentum comes in waves.
Yeah, mamas.
You know, it's like some days I'm just like, damn, I don't want to do this, and some days I'm really hungry for it.
Yeah, you gotta catch that momentum for sure. I ain't gonna lie, the days that you don't be wanting to do it though be the days that you get the best, you feel me, outcome and shit. Like the days I don't be wanting to go to the studio, I already got booked, it be the days I make my best songs and shit. Like
Really?
You gotta keep pushing. It's like you feel me, having to go to the gym every day. You can't wake up and be like, nah, I'm finna call my trainer and be like, fuck you, not today. You know, you gotta get your ass up, nigga, go lift them weights on my mama.
Yeah, and I mean that's one thing too, maybe trying to do it on your own. It's like you learn, you gotta be disciplined to be your own boss. You gotta show up on time.
Though. You gotta be disciplined.
You gotta do a whole bunch of shit. So when the group was going through all that shit, like were you just off music?
You said was I off music?
Yeah, like you were just like wanting to quit? Cause I'm gonna be real, part of me is just like, damn man, maybe I'm not even, maybe this shit.
I was never really just off music, but I wouldn't own it as much as I was. Like it still felt like a job, you feel me, till I found that light at the end of the tunnel, you feel me. I start falling in love with this shit again. Like,
do you have a certain moment you can credit that to? Or is it just like a thing that happens over time?
That shit just happened over time, just putting in work. It's like, you feel me, you keep going to the gym, like, but you really don't want to go to the gym for real, but you keep going. Like, you ain't even see no growth yet, but you believe. It's like once you finally start seeing growth, you like, oh, okay, you feel me? Like, you want to keep fucking with that shit. Like, once I start seeing my muscles growing, you feel me, I stayed up in the gym. Like, I couldn't really make songs for real. Like, I wasn't good at making hooks and shit. Like, once that shit turned into a piece of cake, like, I'm like, oh yeah, this shit ain't nothing. Like, I just started fucking with that shit more. And once I started learning how to make hooks, like, you feel me, like, it taught a nigga how to make, like, real music. Like, I can stay on topic and shit, you feel me? I can start talking about, like, real shit. And it's like, you feel me? It's like, it's not from one topic to another, like, you feel me? It helped me stay on topic and shit. Like, I get real strategic with that shit.
Do you feel like your confidence in your art is at the highest it's ever been right now?
Yeah.
Because I feel like an artist who's not confident is so
confident.
Yeah,
you gotta go in, like, you gotta go in the studio like, nigga, I'm the rawest nigga ever, nigga. I'm finna go in and make a bang. Like, you feel me? You just gotta be in your zone. Whatever you gotta do to get yourself in your zone, you feel me? You gotta be in your zone at all times. Like, some niggas, they just go in the studio sober. They they just got a natural, you feel me, good vibe. Like they just naturally want it. Me, I gotta be in my zone, man. I gotta smoke my weed, man. If I ain't smoking no weed, I can't make no song. I just gotta be high. Once I'm high, you feel me, it's like, boom, I'm in a room by myself. I'm blacked out, you feel me? It's just me. Like sometimes when I'm in the studio, like I vision me in front of the crowd or something, you feel me? While I'm spitting my bars, you feel me? So I take that shit serious. Like if the bar don't sound right, I be like, nah, do that shit over. Woo, woo, woo. Like, you feel me? I gotta make sure that shit perfection.
Do you ever get like hung up on shit where you overthink it and, you know, work on it for hella long?
Yeah. Everybody do that. Like that's that. Sometimes a nigga get writer's block, but I don't be looking at it as writer's block though. It's writer's block if you look at it too hard. Like maybe I look at it like it's not the vibe I'm on right now. Like just go to the next song. Like I might have spit a 16 on that bitch, but it might have slapped, but that's really not what I'm feeling. So you feel me? I just keep going to a beat till I feel it. Like you feel me? I don't really believe in writer's block. It's either
you're just in the mood or you're not.
You're in the mood or you not. Like I'm always in the mood to, you feel me, spit some dope on my mama.
Yeah, and I heard recently, I think it was a Bootleg Kev podcast, you were talking about you're trying to focus on the girl fan base.
Yeah.
What do you? So this is with the new project coming out?
I got a song on there for the females.
Some love songs?
Just one. Just one.
What made you get in that bag?
I noticed like when my girl, when she download a nigga tape, she go straight to the love song first.
Damn.
Like every time, like she don't even really be slapping niggas' music. Like she'll fuck around and download just the, you feel me, the love songs niggas got. And then you see all that shit on TikTok, you feel me, them be the songs that's going crazy, all type of shit, woo woo. So I just thought to myself one day, like, my girl, she used to tell me, like, you don't got no songs for no females. Like, just do it. I used to be like, man, that shit corny. Ooh, she be like, nigga, just do it, nigga. That shit gonna be way. She be like, I don't even listen to your other shit, nigga. Nigga, play some, record some player shit, you feel me, so I could listen to it. Ooh, woo. She know the words to all my shit, but what she mean, like,
yeah, some softer shit.
Yeah, like some softer shit, you feel me? She wanna see a nigga other side.
Cause yeah, your delivery is pretty aggressive.
Yeah, on mamas.
Like talking to you right now, you're very calm, cool.
Yeah, on mamas.
But when you hop in that booth, man, you know,
all type of moves though. Yeah, all type of moves that when I be loud and aggressive, that's my alter ego. That's that Daboi, young wild nigga shit. When I'm on my smooth shit, you feel me? That's that.
And you were always
that. Who is that? Nah, Loud Bro, that's Daboii. Loud Bro, that's Daboi. When I'm on my smooth shit, that's Daboi. Like,
okay.
I got all type of vibes for real. Like, sometimes my delivery, like, you feel me, is nice than a bitch, but it's smooth than a bitch, like how I'm talking right now. But when I'm on some high shit, that's Daboi. This right here, this Daboi.
And you've always been called Daboi, right? That's always been a rap name?
Since I started rapping.
Okay.
I ain't really started putting shit out since I was 18. I ain't really started rapping. I ain't getting in the studio till I was like 17.
And then you just recently came off a tour, correct?
Yeah.
With BabyTron? Bro, how was that like?
BabyTron, man. That nigga the GOAT, man. I learned a lot from him on my mama. That nigga go so crazy, like.
His shows look lit.
They singing it. You would think, like, you know how niggas got hit songs and that's what they perform for the crowd to sing. This nigga got all freestyles, like no hooks and shit. And they singing that shit word for word. Like, for me to see that shit, I was like, damn.
Yeah, he's got a cult audience and fan base, it seems like.
I tell niggas that all the time, like, bro, he got a real cult fan. I tell him, like, bro, you got a real cult fan base. You not going nowhere, nigga. You here to stay. You know, my mama, you got like an NBA YoungBoy fan base.
Low key, right?
Like, my mama.
And I feel like you guys could kind of relate too, because I mean, you guys were in groups type shit, doing solo things, getting success, and so it only makes sense. Plus the Bay Area, Detroit, you know, that's always been a connection.
Nah, for sure. Shout out Detroit.
Yeah, because do you feel like your guys' sound, like who had the sound first?
What sound?
Like the old samples, sped up shit, you know, like that SOB-RB sound?
I ain't gonna lie, we really got that shit from like NWA and shit. Like when we started rapping, me and T.O. was at them talks in the garage. Like we wanted to come out on some NWA shit, so that's where we really got all that old school sample shit. You feel me? I don't really like Detroit's probably doing that shit at the time, but like when I was we used to listen to Detroit music for sure. When we used to listen to it though, it was like the piano shit, like all the piano shit, like most of that shit, like it's they shit. Like Bay Area, we got some piano shit too, but our shit like grimy, like they shit like I don't know, it's different. Like they should be grimy too, but I don't know, it's different. Like you could tell the difference between a Bay piano beat and like a Detroit piano beat, Detroit piano beat. But don't get me wrong though, a lot of Bay Area niggas rap on like just plain Detroit beats, not even the Bay Area piano ones, like the Detroit ones. Like niggas love that shit. Yeah, I do that shit sometimes too on my mama. Like you feel me? Like at the end of the day, a nigga listen to that shit, you feel me, so much. If a nigga eventually gonna get on that shit, you feel me? I be having my niggas in my ears so much. So you hop on some more of that Detroit shit, bro. You be going crazy. Like you feel me? A lot of my fans love that shit too. So you feel me? I be fucking with it too on my mama.
Yeah, the Detroit sound definitely has made its mark on the rap game in the last 4 years.
Like, you feel me? They done made they shit like kind of industry. You feel me?
Yeah. Let me ask you this though. Do you regret ever joining a rap group?
It's either gonna make a nigga or it's gonna break a nigga. You feel me? That shit. You feel me? Made a nigga in all type of ways. You feel me? It done made my music better. You feel me? I done learned a lot of shit. You feel me? It's a lot of lessons a nigga learned in that shit, you feel me, that done made a nigga into a man. Not even to a better artist, into a man though.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it right now, like, do you feel like you kind of had like a second shot in a sense? Like a lot of, say if you were solo and that was already going on, it's not like you could have like a resurgence or, you know, like, I feel like you already had the notoriety and the rep through SOB-RBE, and then when you go regular, it's like, all right, now he's just got to prove himself. We already know him, you know what I'm saying? He's just got to maintain that consistency.
Like a second shot, like, you feel me, going on tours, solo tours, you feel me, just going crazy, like, fuck around getting plaques, collabing with all the big niggas, all that type of shit.
Yeah, because, dude,
yeah, I feel like I'm just getting started. Like, I promise you, like, I'm just starting.
Because what you've achieved is pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, I'm really just getting started with my solo shit for real.
All right, well,
a lot of that shit I was putting out, you feel me? I'm still growing, I'm still learning, testing the waters, you feel me? I got a lot of shit that ain't got put out, you feel me? Now I'm on that one time, like that shit I'm finna start flooding on my mama.
Well, I'm excited about it. I wanted to ask you, you have a lot of like cartoon bars or like Disney references. Like, was that like a big part of your childhood? You know, like the Wreck-It Ralph bars, or like, you know, the fucking
yeah, mamas. I ain't gonna lie.
The Mufasa shit, all that.
Yeah, like I grew up watching a lot of cartoons on my mama. Like I really watched a lot of shit. Like it's crazy 'cause I can't sit down and watch a lot of TV like how I used to when I was little. Like, I used to watch all that shit, though. All that shit used to be, you feel me? I don't know, like, you know, you young, like, that's really, well, when I was young, we used to really watch TV. These kids now, they just be on their iPads and shit. And you feel me? We ain't had that shit. TV was, you feel me? It was big back in the day. Like, you feel me? That shit was dope. I used to watch all that shit on my mama.
Well, I mean, just even for example, like the Wreck-It Ralph line, like where does that come from? It's just playing on the TV, or you just like...
That shit might have like probably just came out like around the time or something. Like, you feel me? And I probably just kept seeing that shit. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I mean, even the Mufasa shit, Lion King's classic. I've been fucking with Disneyland.
Yeah, like Lion King, that's one of my favorite Disney movies on my mama. Like, you really learn about life watching the Lion King. If you really in tune to it, like if you really paying attention to what's going on, it's real shit, like street shit, you feel me? Whatever, you could put yourself in their shoes. Like, you don't even gotta be no street shit. Like, whatever you going through, you could put yourself in their shoes. Like, that shit be serious. Like, his backdoor activity with the blood brother going on, you feel me? All type of shit, you feel me? That shit serious. Like
it tells you valuable life lessons, or it helps teach. Helps teach.
Mama's like to this day, like I still watch. I got Disney Plus right now. Like I got a son. Like we sit down and we watch all that shit at night.
That's fire.
Like all the shit that I used to love. Like he be loving. That shit be crazy. Like I used to love the Ninja Turtles. That nigga he be fucking with the Ninja Turtles. Like I be putting him on Lion King. He fuck with it a little bit. It's a lot of shit I used to fuck with that nigga fuck with though heavy.
Oh shit. I mean, it probably sucks if you're just like trying to show your son like this shit's so legendary and then they don't fuck with it.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you be like, no, I don't wanna watch this.
You're like, nah, this is the classics though.
Yeah. But sometimes though, like, you know, kids like they like shit like they like different shit like every other month. You feel me? So shit I used to put on for him that he don't fuck with, I put on for him like a couple months later. He'll fuck with that shit.
Are you the type to go to like amusement parks and shit?
Hell yeah, we do all that shit.
Because Vallejo, you guys had Six Flags right out there, right?
Yeah, I ain't been there in years, but you feel me? I go to shit though.
Yeah.
My mama's like Universal Studios, Disneyland. I might go to Great America or something. You feel me? I might go to the fair or something. You feel me? I take my son everywhere for real.
Yeah, I remember seeing your story. You went to the San Diego Zoo, and I was just like, this shit looks sick as fuck. This shit big as hell.
San Diego Zoo, I ain't gonna lie, that's the best zoo I ever been to. A lot of shit that I take my son to, it be my first time going to, you feel me? So that should be really be fun to me too. Like sometimes I be having more fun than that nigga. On my mama, cause I ain't been a lot of places growing up, you feel me? And even when I got older, I wasn't going a lot of places, you feel me? Just on some small-minded street shit, you feel me? Not wanting to be out of bounds type shit. My girl done got me out of that. She really got me out of a lot of shit for real.
Yeah, she helped you grow? Because I could have credited my girl to helping me grow too.
Yeah, she got me out of a lot of shit. She got me into going out to eat, you feel me? All type of shit.
So you're just kind of on some chill vibes. That's kind of what you're on, your lifestyle now?
Trying to be chilling.
Go out, eat some good food.
Like a regular human.
I like that. No, that's what I'm on too, man.
No, my mama.
That's what I'm on too. I mean, before we wrap up, I just have to ask. I know you talk about it a lot, but the Black Panther shit. Like, can you accredit that to the director Ryan Coogler? Because he was from Oakland, he was from the Bay. Like, did he set that play up, or like?
Ryan Coogler.
He was the one who directed Black Panther, I believe.
I don't know. He might have had something to do with it. Shout out that nigga though, but I don't really know who really put all the plays together in the scene. Like, you feel me? I just woke up one day and then like, yo, man, we finna be in the studio with Kendrick, pack up, and we just went. But I know Slimmy really got the DM though. He got a DM from J-Rock. J-Rock was telling Slim that, you feel me, Kendrick wanna get in the studio with us. Shit, we went like the next day.
Damn, yeah, because I mean that whole soundtrack is incredible. I mean you had Georgia Smith on there too, like that, like the variety of talent was just like so amazing for me to like be able to witness, and you guys had some slaps on that shit.
Slaps on that shit too. Yo, my mama. Shout out Kendrick too, cause he ain't had to get a young niggas a chance, but he did though. That bitch went platinum, all type of shit, man. Like, that's the only song we got right now that's platinum for right now. Like, you feel me? We got some shit that's creeping up on my mama. But that bitch platinum, though. No video. Shouts out Kendrick and J-Rock.
So you got like plaques and shit, obviously? Like,
I ain't got no plaque for it, but it is platinum, though. I just ain't got no plaque for it.
Do you care about the plaque stuff?
Nah.
I'm about to get one. I just got one with Coney.
Yeah.
For Charlie.
Charlie, huh?
Yeah.
Yo, my mama's, congratulations. You
I'm
shot
hyped.
that bitch, huh?
Yeah. That was like a $600 music video way back in the day.
On my mama's.
So just for that shit to happen,
that's dope.
I fuck with it. So I'm like, I need at least one, you know?
Yeah, on my mama.
But shit, man, anything you want to promote or shout out before we end this shit?
Shit, I got tape coming out April 14th, 2K23. That shit finna be so serious. I got 7 songs. I ain't gonna say it's no tape. It's really it's an EP. I got 7 songs up on that bitch. That bitch finna be serious though. All pressure.
2K23 like the game?
Yep. It's just called 2K23 though,
Okay.
not NBA though.
Oh, okay.
You know, my mama, it's pressure on that bitch though. I release a couple of my, you feel me, like a couple of my little deep thoughts in that bitch too. Like, you feel me, I put a lot of my feelings up in that bitch too. Like, you feel me, you see a different couple sides of Daboi.
You feel like usually you haven't done that before?
I do it sometimes, but you feel me, like it's so many sides I ain't express. A lot of shit still be new. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I definitely feel it. I like the energy you're putting out. You know, I like listening to your interviews, even though you don't do a lot recently. Like the shit you're posting, like I just like the growth for real. Like this shit,
My nigga,
it's dope, bro. For real.
appreciate you, man. I like what you doing too, man. Keep doing this shit, man. You gonna get it on my mama.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
This, like, you just keep doing this shit, like, you feel me? Like, you probably don't even be knowing, like, niggas gonna start hitting you up, like, labels gonna start hitting you up on some, like, yo, I need to get my artist down there, you feel me? Promotion run, woo, how much you charge, you feel me? Whatever, like, you feel me? You just gotta keep this shit in motion, like, this shit good for the culture.
Yeah, I'm trying to be on some positive shit. It's kind of
Yeah,
hard.
man.
It feels weird though sometimes because I feel like a lot of the bullshit just gets amplified times 10. You know, like promoted, and that's just all they want to see. Like,
What you mean?
Like, as an artist, do you feel like when you do interviews, people just immediately ask you about the most crazy shit just for titles? Like you kind of witnessed that phase, right? You know, that transition.
Yeah, cause it'll be like on a title, like it'll be something on the title, but it'll be like that was a 10-second convo. You feel me? Like I ducked and dodged that question, but it's a title. Like, okay, I see what niggas doing, but like I understand it though. Like, you feel me? Like,
I feel like people have they've understood now. You know, they kind of get it. But I was just curious on if you like feel any type of way about going into interviews because, you know, the style has definitely changed in the space.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's what you feel me? That's their job, and I'm gonna do my job. You feel me? Like, nigga can't get mad at that shit. Like, that might be the title. Yeah, a motherfucker might ask that question, but you feel me? It all depend on how a motherfucker answer it. You feel me? It's all on you. Like, title could be whatever. Like, it all depend on your answer. You feel me? How you incriminate yourself.
Yeah, because I mean, do you listen to podcasts or interviews or anything like that?
I really just start getting into it for real. Like, I be watching shit for real.
Yeah, because I like watching podcasts or interviews that are kind of like inspiring and, you know, motivating, and just you'll listen to it and be like, you know what, I need to go hard on my shit.
Yeah,
like that's the goal for every podcast. It's just like, okay, you got a dope story. You know, hopefully someone watches this, it motivates them, gets them up. You know.
Yeah, mamas. I be watching shit though. I be watching your shit too, cause you be getting niggas that, you feel me, that motherfuckers don't be getting. I fuck with Community, you feel me, the No Jumper. I really fuck with my favorite one though. I really fuck with $1 Million Worth of Game for real.
Yeah, they're dope.
Like,
Willie and Wallow.
Yeah, mamas.
Well, shit, man. This has been Free Smoke, the podcast. Shout out to Daboi for pulling up.
Man, shouts out to you for having me, man, on the game.
Definitely, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.